Everyone, this is Easy from mslumiablog.com, and this is the quick look at the new build 10.549 on the Lumia 640. Software just released a new build for Windows 10 mobile devices. We just go through the main new features, additions, improvements in this new build. Performance has been improved on just a tad little. It's not a lot of difference from the previous build, but we will take a look nonetheless. First off, Cortana is available in 3 more countries, 2 English-speaking countries, Canada and Australia, and is now available for insiders in Japan. And next up is the messaging app. Skype has been integrated officially. Prior to this build, it was available through the App Store. You could get the Skype beta, but right now with this new build, it is integrated into the messaging app. So I'll just show you a quick demo here. Let's see what I have, where you can switch between. So you can switch between your Skype or your, much like Google's Hangouts, where you can switch between SMS and Google Hangouts. Here you can switch between your text, traditional text, and Skype. Another improvement would be the new diversity emojis. So I go into emojis here. As you can see, you can swipe up and you can decide what shade, color you want to use for emojis. You could go from, you can just neatly slide up there, choose the different skin tones you can use. So that has been added traditionally into the messaging app in this new build. Moving on, Lumia 1020 users can now use their Lumia camera apps with all its main features that's known for that 41 megapixel phone. There has been a lot of improvements. The camera app doesn't crash anymore. The keyboard is more responsive, according to Microsoft. They fixed a bunch of issues with notifications. The link with the full known issues and what's been fixed is in the description, so you can read the full list. But the main addition to this build I'm going to show you in a bit is the new DPI options. First off, this is running the traditional, this is the normal default mode for this Lumia 640. As you can see, I have my regular 3-column tiles here. My on-screen nav bar. Speaking of on-screen nav bars, I can double tap on it to shut down my display. And traditionally, what you want to do is use the power button to shut down your display, but with this new option, you can just use the nav bar and double tap on it, and there it shuts it off, and double tap again to bring it back on. And so yeah, that's a nice addition. I'm not sure if that's a new feature in the 10.549 build or if it's always been there before. So like I said, moving on, the main feature addition is the DPI options. I'm gonna go in there and show you. Before I switch it over, as you can see here, this is your task manager, your app switcher right there. Regular 1 column or 1 row of background tasks that are running. But once I go into system, display, as you can see, there's a new option to set the size of your text, apps, and items on display. So you can actually manipulate or adjust how things are displayed on your screen or how they fit on your screen. Right now I'm at 200%, which is what is the recommended. So whatever phone you have, you can always go in there and see what the recommended option setting is. I can make it bigger. The most I can go is 225%. I'm going to take it all the way down to 150. I'm going to show you a few differences. So note with the regular recommended settings I have for instance, 4 quick action buttons there. As you can see, I have my 3-column live tiles. I have my nav bar at the bottom. So now I'm going to switch that over. So I put this at the lowest 150% for the DPI options. I'm going to click apply. It's going to do a quick restart. So my phone's restarted, and right off the bat you can see the differences. My nav bar buttons are way smaller, and I'm going to swipe down here, and as you can see I now have five quick action buttons at the top row. So previously with the recommended DPI options I had 4. So you can see everything is much smaller, more fitted in the screen, a whole lot more contents fitted into the screen. If I do my app switcher here, just open up a few apps there. Open up that, get that open. Get that open. Get that open. Get that open too. So now, as you can see, this is much like your bigger phablet devices or devices with 5-inch screens or larger, like the 1520. As you can see, it has more content being fitted into the screen there. So that's a nice option. And with these smaller DPI options, I can go into my... It's really interesting how the apps behave on the different DPI settings. So for instance, with my messaging, when I go in here, I can go sideways, and as you can see, I have multiple, it works in a kind of split screen kind of way. So that's that. You can see also on the sides all my SMS received threads, chat threads with different contacts. So that option is only available when you switch over to a lower DPI option. The main feature I really like here is I can go into, just go back here, go into my start, go into my start here, and I have the option to show more tiles, and turn that on. I go back to my start screen. As you can see, my tiles are now 4 columns, so it's like the 1520, so everything's more fitted in the screen. Same way, if I go into settings here, I don't need to scroll up and down. Every setting is in one page. So that's what the DPI option does for you. You can fit more stuff. If your concern is, for instance, maybe the text are too small, you can always go back into your settings there, go to ease of access, and you can still change your text scaling. So I can make this bigger. As you can see, it doesn't affect what the DPI option is doing for me, but it just makes your text bigger. So there you go. Right there, you can move stuff around. I'm trying to put this, you can move this, you can have your 4 tabs there. So this is one of the nice options Microsoft has introduced. Also, you can go into your Outlook app, same thing there. You have your split. You have your split content where you can just click on any email. So that is really nice. It gives it a whole new look. So landscape mode for different apps has different behavior, and you can test them out. So that is the main feature that's been introduced to the new build 10.549. You can check it out. Unfortunately, to upgrade to this build, you would need to roll back to 8.1, then upgrade to 10.549. If you'd rather not do that, then you probably have to wait till next week. Microsoft is promising to improve on the upgrade path for people on the previous build to upgrade to. So, and that is it. That's a quick look at the 10.549. I can't really say on performance. I've been using this for a little over an hour now, so it's probably going to take me a few days to determine if there are indeed performance improvements to it. And once again, this has been easy. Thanks for watching. Bye.